Watch this video and then we'll talk.
Stop looking at my phone. But you don't understand. Are you hard of hearing?
Bro, so if I slap you right now, are you calling the cops?
If you, first of all, okay, as soon as you reach to try to slap, I box. So I know when to leave some shit.
Who are the cops gonna believe, me or you?
And there it is.
Okay, so please stop and be quiet. That's the face I was making the whole time.
She has more to say.
Being honest though, like, the only thing that's gonna help you is witnesses.
I got my sister right here.
Cause I'm putting on the best fucking sob story I could ever put on in my life.
It's on stream, dickhead.
Yeah, well.
Dickhead.
That lady don't care. That lady fully recognizes the power she has as a white woman and fully recognizes how in danger you are as a black man. And she gets off on it. I do not know, nor do I care how many followers they have, how many, I don't know, SoundCloud streams they make. I don't know who they are, nor will I look them up. And regardless of if there were 5 people on that stream or 5,000 people on that stream or more, who knows? She said, my white womanhood in comparison to your black manhood, regardless of how many witnesses there are. And he said, well, there's witnesses right here. In fact, that's even a conversation is wild to me. It's like, well, there's witnesses right here. She's like, I'm going to put on a sob story. I'm going to cry. She understands exactly how the system works for her and how his life would then be in danger because she shed a couple tears. Now, am I saying that this is every white woman, black man relationship? No. Am I saying that it's a notable amount of them? Yes. How do I know that? We just watched it. And I've seen so many other videos that are similar to this. And guess what? If he decides to stay, which he might, he probably does. He probably is still in that relationship right now, loving that edge of danger. Ooh, am I gonna die today? It's on him. And he's allowed to make that choice. He is allowed to make that choice in the same way that people are allowed to make the choice to jump out of airplanes and to wrestle crocodiles and to talk to men. You're allowed to make wild decisions, and he's allowed to make wild decisions. And I love that for him. And invoke your freedom of expression. And to that, I don't know what's happening to this one particular, don't look at it. To the black women, my angels, my little love nuggets, here's what I have to say. You know how we're sitting out? Like, we did all of that rallying, we did all of that, like, hey, everybody, Kamala. we need to rally behind your cause because things are going to get real bad for everybody. And people said, shut up, black lady. We're insert marginalized group for Trump. God. And then the leopards ate the face, and now they're just like bleeding out of the concave that used to be said face. They're like, oh my God, black ladies, help us because we're hurting. And we're just sitting somewhere having chamomile and watching some garbage television on Netflix because we're tired and we are retired. We also need to let ourselves be tired enough to let these men make the decisions that they want to make. It's okay. Saving him and saving men like him was never our fight. Was never our mantle to pick up. Arguably, I can't pick up the mantle. I've got weak wrists. I'm so sorry. And also, just to take this one step further, once again, to my black ladies. When the men that behave in this way and crave themselves some milk, some nice, I don't know, 3% milk. I don't know if there's 3% milk. It does not matter. Some mayonnaise. Not only let them, But when the ones who realize that the milk that they crave is spoiled, and they come crawling back to Black women, pleading for somebody to mammy them back to health, let them writhe. You don't gotta heal everybody. You don't gotta save anybody. All you gotta do is be Black. And some people say pay taxes, but also not everybody's paying taxes. I'm not saying don't pay taxes. I'm just saying I know many people who don't pay taxes. Are those same people on the run from the law? Yes. But I'm just saying, they always say, oh, all I gotta do is be Black and pay taxes. And I'm like, you really technically only have to do one of those things. Anyway, we're moving on. But like, remember how Megan Good, and I never knew that man's name, but he's the big strong booga that everybody was really obsessed with for a while. He was, I see his face. He was in Creed 3. You know, the one who thinks everybody's Claretta Scott King, that one. You see how after he went to trial for allegedly like hurting this lady, and then I think she eventually dropped all the charges, and then and then who came and swept right in and was like, you know what, I'm gonna not just nurse you spiritually back to health, but I'm gonna use whatever social capital I have to help rebuild your image, because all you need is a strong Black woman. And he said, I thought my spoonful of mayonnaise was Claretta Scott King. But this whole time, and then he got in front of a camera in an interview, and you watched all those people. It's honestly just a piece of cinema. I think about it every now and then. It always makes me crack up, because you could tell that everybody was holding their breath, trying to be like, please do not make another Claretta Scott King reference. And he said, Claretta. Sorry. Okay, sorry, that was a hard tangent. But basically, you don't have to help them afterwards. They can be on their rediscovery journey, and not to say like, I don't know, if they like have a whole healing journey and I don't know, go to the mountaintop and have like a one-on-one conversation, I don't know, Wakanda style with Malcolm X, and they're like, oh, hey, it's always been about Black women, you know? And then they come back and they're like, they're doing stuff in the community. I don't know. I don't know what that journey could potentially be like. I'm just saying, you don't gotta be a part of that journey. And you don't have to feel obliged to be a part of that journey. Just let them ooga in peace. And you can watch like we just watched. It's interesting, it's entertaining. I say, good luck to you, Sir Booga. That's all I got. And I will not be giving any more. And neither should you, regardless of if that is a friend or if that is a family member. If they want to be active participants in something that is actively terrible for them in their relationships, and they recognize this is not a good thing, but it gives me a proximity to power, and I just booga, let them booga as they do. Ooga booga, skooga doo. See, I speak booga. All right, that's all I have for now. Love to hear your thoughts. Please type them in the comments section, and I will see you guys later. All right, stay safe out there.